Welcome to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And getting the start for Arizona, Nathan Eovaldi. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can't. And he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And the home opener is underway.
That's ball 2.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Late with the swing there. Goes down looking. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Ball.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The 2-1. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. In half up to hit. The half daddy. In the air to left center. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in the desert and on the hill for the Cubs, Edward Cabrera. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
O'Neal Cruz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Ketel Marte. Misses again, 5 in a row. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. That's outside.
Oh, that pitch is out.
3 balls, no strikes. Fastball for a strike.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Runner on the go. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Now here is Nick Kurtz. Kurtz in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Cruz, the lead runner at second. Marte at first with no outs. Strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to as far as just a late swing.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out. Here comes Manny Machado. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Next is the designated hitter, Adrian Del Castillo. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Can't reach it. Should score at least 2. And it gets by him. Runner around third. The relay saved.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now a chance for Geraldo Perdomo.
Ball inside.
That misses, and the count is 2-0.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Man at second. That one fouled off. 2-2. Into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Oh, great stop.
Got him.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know, this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it, there's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
2 on, 2 outs.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Gets it to first, inning over, and it could have been worse. Back here at Chase Field, all set for the start of the inning.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
Seiya Suzuki, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Late on that fastball. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Kyle Teal, the next Cub to hit. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
That's inside.
Swings and chases a low one there.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. So here's Horner now. That one fouled off. Here's 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Back here in the desert, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Evan Carter stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Check swing didn't go. Now 1-2. Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
No, that's low.
Way high there. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball. Next offering is fouled back. And there's a foul ball. And he walked him.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
1 down. Ketel Marte up to the plate. He reached out a walk his first time. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. 0-1 now. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Man at second. Foul ball still 0-2. Smash to the left side. On to first. They get the out on Marte.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Kurtz in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit! Flying around third is Cruz. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
Crazy. Machado in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground to the left. And it stays fair. throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Adrian Del Castillo will hit next.
Drove in 3 last time up, and another chance to put something on the board here.
Ball 1.
On the ground, right side, Horner. The throw to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Back here at Chase Field, now it'll be the Cubs DH, Moises Ballesteros.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that is in for a strike. 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So up next for Chicago, Mason Wynn. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Ground ball right side. Marte sends it to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Center fielder,
2 out, space is empty. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air right field. Oh, and a great catch with a somersault finish, and he sticks the landing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
And foul ball.
You know, these D-backs really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Next pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Diamondbacks,
Nathan Lucas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Grounded out his first time up. In the air to left center. Whips on it. That one's down. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
for the Diamondbacks,
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Moreno forced to get out of the way of the first pitch. Win glove flip for one. A sensational double play.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take your base.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. O'Neal Cruz stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Tap foul at the plate. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Strike 2. Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now it's Alex Bregman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Foul ball there.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8. 2 down, bases empty. So up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. Swing and a foul straight back. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Back here in the desert, ready to go. Bottom 4. Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Ball, that's high.
Starting to get some pretty good timing on that breaking ball, but he's going to have to stay ready for a fastball. Don't want to watch one go right by you.
This one in the air, center field. Lee on his way over and makes the grab. And there's one away. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Nick Kurtz.
Hey!
That one in the dirt, and that is ball 1. That's towards center. Lee settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. Here's Manny Machado. He's 2 for 2.
Aye.
Strike two.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Got him looking for the K. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back here at Chase Field, now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Lined, and that's a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and he's out, trying for 2. Kyle Teel digs in now. The Cubs down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. Popped up. Perdomo settles under it, and there's 2 down. Nico Horner will come up to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, Adrian Del Castillo.
Inside, ball 1.
And that one ripped to left. 1 up, 1 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Left field. That's out number 2. Nathan Lucas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 2.
Nathan Lucas.
That one ripped right center field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
2 base.
So runner at second, 2 down. Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. Ball 1 low.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Jarrett Koenig taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Up the middle. Win. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Back here in the desert, and here's the DH for the Cubs, Moises Ballesteros. Swings over the top of that one. Ballesteros, in his rookie season, 22 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Nope, outside.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Mason Wynn, the next Cub to hit. He's 0 for 1. The D-backs leading by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Flied to right his first time.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. That's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Up next for the
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Michael Busch, the next to hit. That one almost got him.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Runner on the move. Smoked on the ground to second. Marte throws to first in time, and that ends the inning. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the 6th. Evan Carter stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Torey Lovullo making a move for a new bat. Kevin Alcantara. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again.
Well, these Diamondbacks, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Ball.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop, third strike. O'Neal Cruz will hit next. Couple of walks and a strikeout. Strike on the inside corner.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Hit on the ground to short. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Marte, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Runner takes off. Swing and a ball popped up. Koenig settles under this one. 2 down. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Nick Kurtz. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off, Alex Bregman.
Now pitching for
Rico
the
Garcia
Diamondbacks,
will take over here.
number
And he's got a
50,
nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one
Ball, that's in.
inside. Ball one.
Ball two.
Stays alive. 2-2 now. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And Ian swings through it.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The Cubbies down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beans. Seiya Suzuki digs in now. On the ground to short, Perdomo. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now, Adrian Del Castillo.
Hey.
That catches the corner. Next
Ball,
one
that's
misses, and that's ball 1. Machado aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Happ under it. And there's one away. Now up next for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo.
Shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Now one
Oh,
miss.
that's up there.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Here's a 1-1. In the dirt, blocked. Here's a 2-1. To second, pulls him off the bag. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Tied him up inside with that one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Two on, one out.
Ball,
That's
that's down.
awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
The 1-2.
Nope,
He's
that's a
just
ball.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
2 outs, runners at first and second. And the batter now, Gabriel Moreno. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
2 on, 2 outs. On a line. Base hit into the outfield. Fires it to the plate. He's in there.
He was all over that one. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
Alcantara in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Ball, that's in.
Out towards right center field. Suzuki running hard for it. And that is that. Ready to begin the 8th. Now the Cubs catcher, Kyle Teel. Aaron Ashby takes over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
Look at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swings and misses, and the count is 1-2. Got him. Now one away. Here's Nico Horner, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's hard hit on the line. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Moises Ballesteros. Craig Counsell going with a pinch hitter here. Romy Gonzalez looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice.
That's
but
ball 2.
Off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, O'Neal Cruz. New pitcher on now, Brian King.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Marte at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Yo 1. In the dirt. Cruz gets his lead at first with nobody out. This one in the dirt. And a 2-1 on the way. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Next to hit, Nick Kurtz. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Late on that fastball. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
The 0-2. In the dirt, and it scoots away. But no advance from the runners. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
For the Diamondbacks, third.
Two aboard with one out. Now Machado up here. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Ball one there. That's to third. Bregman. The throw to second is offline. Everybody's going to be safe. Geraldo Perdomo getting ready to hit. Base hit. One run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone. Nathan Lucas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Check swing went around. 0-1. Next offering is down low. The 1-1 is fouled off. Machado at third. Del Castillo over at second. Perdomo over at first with one away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Coming on is Happ. He's there to make the catch. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a ground ball. Bregman to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back here in the desert, all set to start the ninth in this one. Mason Wynn now at the plate. And that one hammered. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. And next for the Cubs, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Hey!
Strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Late with the swing there.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Got him swinging. Cubbies with only 1 out left. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top of the ninth. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
This could end it. He's trying for third. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. Eovaldi with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.